Hey, I'd like to welcome you to another episode of Mission Matters. My name is Adam Torres, and if you'd like to apply to be a guest in the show, just head on over to missionmatters.com and click on Be Our Guest to apply. All right, so today we are in downtown Los Angeles, and we're at the NAREP event. We're at Latina. It's one of my favorite events of the year. Let me tell you, lots of people. There's like 300, 400 people outside, and my next guest is Diana. Diana, welcome to the show.
Hi.
So, Diana, what brings you to the event tonight?
I met Gabby, and she invited me to be a speaker for Latina Tour, and that's why I'm here.
That's awesome. Yeah, I'm a big fan of watching this. They always bring women entrepreneurs, women leaders. Talk a little bit about your business and what you do.
I own multiple companies. The recent one is construction. So I'm a general contractor.
Yeah.
And I'm specialized in SV9.
How'd you get into construction? Where'd that come from? Was it in the family? Was it in the blood? Or was it just like, hey, I want to go make some money? How'd you get into that business? That's awesome.
I think it's in the blood.
Oh.
I love working with men.
Oh.
I think as a woman, we're too much drama, so I love working with men. I get the vibe in the morning. We're drinking the cafecito, and they're telling me about their problems at home, and I'm here, I'm like, okay, do this to your wife, do that. So I don't know. It's just I was raised like a boy. Tell my dad, it's your fault. I'm raised like a boy. He's like, no, I taught you to be independent. Well, yeah, and then I ended up supporting a man because you taught me to be independent. So yeah, that's not cool. But yes, I love working with men. I don't know. I think it's I have it in my blood.
What do you like about real estate and construction? Like all of that, like and building things. Like what do you like about that piece of it?
Real estate. Since I was a kid, I wanted to live out of my rents. So I'm not at work when I get old.
So you wanted to spend money?
I want to collect my rents every month, let other people work.
Yeah.
And now that I was able to buy homes and not live out of my rents, obviously,
yeah,
I'm not there yet.
Yeah.
But that's the goal. I want to teach others. I want to teach others that it's easy, that it's not too hard to start with the first one. We just have to have the mission, the vision, and the goals.
What keeps you motivated? Like in real estate, because it's not an easy business. There's a lot of ups and downs, everything else. What keeps you motivated? What keeps you going?
My people, teaching my people, the community, that we can, as an undocumented Latina, coming from another country, it keeps me motivated to teach them and guide them and telling them, like, you can do it. If I can, you can,
What kind of advice would you give to new, let's say, entrepreneurs, whether they're women, men, otherwise, that want to get into construction, get into starting businesses? What kind of things would you tell them?
That there's no limit, that we can do whatever we can, especially right now. Back then, it was kind of difficult for us. We couldn't get a license. Now you can get a license with a 19. We don't need no social. And now it's even in Spanish, so you can take the test in Spanish. So I think there's no limit. I mean, if you want it, you can have it.
Yeah, you mentioned multiple businesses that you do and other things. Like what other kind of? I'm interested. What other kind of entrepreneurial things have you done in the past? It could be things you didn't do now. Like when you say it was in the blood, the entrepreneur side, what did you used to do? Like give me some other entrepreneur businesses that you've done in the past.
Well, it's not that kind. It's not actually a business, but I started selling movies at the taco shops.
Wow.
When I was 16, when I came to LA, my parents brought me to LA, and my first job, I was selling movies 5 for 20. I don't know if you guys remember.
Yeah.
Back in 2005. Yes, that was the first thing I did.
Dang, and then so you built up from there.
I built that from there. Then I went to. I moved to the swap meets. Started selling. Clothing, accessories.
Yeah.
Then I moved in the food industry.
Yeah.
Taco shop, torta shop.
Whoa. So you built your skill. I love these kind of stories because when these immigrant story, like somebody starting from, like you said, phone or starting at the very beginning, you got better, you got your skills up, then you moved to something a little bit bigger, then you moved to something a little bit bigger. And now look, you're doing construction, you're in real estate. That's amazing.
Yeah, I think everything is education. Because our community as a Latinos, we're not educated as well. So that has to do a lot. Because if not, we're gonna end up that way I started, at the swap meets, not paying taxes, not wanting to grow. So education it's key for me. Keep educating like every day. Corporations, credit, business credit, loans. Let's work with others people's money, not with my money. The way I got taught when I was a kid.
Yeah, yeah. It's different, right? It's different. And that's one of the things, like access to credit and also access to business credit, something that's not always taught in our community. So that's why sometimes business owners and Latinos that could have had huge businesses, but they didn't educate themselves maybe on that one piece, which is credit. So what took them, 2 generations to build, maybe it could have been done in 1 generation or half a generation if they would have used leverage through credit, like maybe business credit, like maybe some other ethnicities who have that type of knowledge passed down from generation to generation. It's different.
Yeah, it's different. And my dad, he's still in his old habits. He's like, that's a trend now that you guys want to pay everything with credit.
Yeah.
In my times, everything was cash.
That's true. And depending on what country he's from or where you're from, like if it wasn't cash, it's because you didn't know if the bank was going to have your money.
Exactly.
There's different countries with different things. Like we have a luxury in the United States where maybe we assume the bank's going to have our money, or there's different insurances and things. Maybe I'm not knocking your dad at all. I'm just saying if you happen to be in this industry, maybe you have a little bit more. You know what I mean? Like opportunity.
The first thing they said, no, they're gonna steal my money. So let me put it under my bed.
That's a real thing. That's where mattress money comes from. I had an uncle. I'm not even gonna say who, but his parents. I was like, where do their money? This, that. They own all these huge amount of things, and whenever they needed money, they went to the bedroom. And I'm like, what the heck? They're like, yeah. I'm probably stacks.
Yeah, now that you mentioned your uncle, my grandpa had his money on her underwear. And guess what? Grandma cleans the closet and everything, and money went away.
Oh, no.
She didn't even know he had money.
Oh, my gosh.
So,
but that's
yeah, I mean, for me, education is key.
Yeah.
Like, we have to educate every day.
Yeah. Well, Deanna, I appreciate you coming on the show today. It was great to hear about your journey and really how you started from, something very small, and then you got bigger, bigger, bigger. And now look at you. You're on stage today at Latina, too. So proud. I mean, at one of the largest, which I just learned, Latino organizations for real estate in the country. Absolutely amazing. Next thing I want you to do, or last thing I want you to do, is look into the camera. How can people follow you on social media? How can they connect with you? How can they do business with you?
You can follow me on Instagram as Diana Mrs. Coco or HTVC Construction. And also I'm in Facebook.
Fantastic. And for everybody watching, just so you know, we'll definitely put the links in the show notes so that you can just click on the links and head right on over. And speaking of the audience, if this is your first time with Mission Matters and you haven't done it yet, hit that subscribe or follow button. This is a daily show. Each and every day we're bringing you new content, new ideas, and hopefully new inspiration to help you along the way on your journey as well. So again, hit that subscribe or follow button. And Deanna, thanks again for coming on the show.
Thank you.